Whoa!
Welcome.
Rock and roll!
It's rock and roll because we are going to try the Silicone 3D print, the second 3D print that I ever made in my life. And they're actually curing currently. So we can take a sneak peek into the curing station. The purple thing to the left there is the curing station. And I think we are on... Which one are we on, Hannes? Sony 1 or Sony 2?
They're Martin.
It's Martin, yeah. We're changing our cameras every stream because we're stupid. Alright.
I got a nice comment here. I already missed that random Dutch guy from the morning stream. Signed by Wintergatan.
Wintergatan is Jasper who was bringing gold knowledge to the Marble Machine project in this stream earlier. So I'm so fortunate to have such an intelligent, competent, and useful. I was almost going to say.
Don't hear. Okay, we have from chat now. We don't have any Martin audio.
No Martin audio.
No Martin audio. Chat is saying. Don't hear Martin. That is sad. Hannes, mic is off.
Check. Am I in the... Is it this one? Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. It's a lot. I choose the wrong channel in my mixer. Check. My cool rock and roll intro fell short. I think I'm on the... Yeah, it's just a lot of... it's a lot. I think I'm on the correct one now.
There we go. He's back.
Yeah, sorry for that, everyone. It's just...
You missed the rock and roll intro. And you missed the brilliant comment by Wintergatan. That says, I already missed that random Dutch guy from the morning stream.
Yeah, so I can actually summarize what we're going to do in this stream now when my audio is actually working. Sorry for that, everyone. We have layers upon layers of cables going behind this operation now. First of all, thank you to Wintergatan Jasper, who brought gold to the Marble Machine project this morning with the design requirements stream. I'm still percolating on that knowledge. But for this stream, we are going to check the silicone prints that I've been doing for the Vibraphone holder as a prototyping project. And Jasper has given me a way to defend my prototyping. Jasper talked about if I actually do the design requirements correctly, go down a branch of the design requirements long enough that I need to iterate on solutions, I can actually do some prototyping already now. I don't need to write all the design requirements. It's a back and forth process. So today we are hopefully doing something that we can defend with our time. And if I go over to the resin printer from Formlabs, who have contributed this printer to the Marble Machine project, you can see the purple oven there is the curing station. And I'm curing 2 prints, and I'm going to begin this stream by actually go and get them. Because I'm gonna get the first print which is ready. The other one needs to be a little bit more cured. So yeah, we're going to take this off the thing and see how the silicone print works on the Vibraphone bar. It's my second ever 3D print with silicone, and I felt it a little bit before. I really love it. It's really squishy. I think I've designed it too small because it's so squishy. Well, without further ado, let me know what chat says, Hannes, while I'll go and get a print.
Oh yeah, chat is... there were supposedly some brilliant comments being made on the last video that they are wanting me to convey to you. So I will go fetch those comments and perhaps present them to you off stream in a nice way. So let's see, Macaron is joining in from Twitter.
You can go to the 3D printer room.
Oh my goodness, Martin, static! Cover your ears! Cover your ears!
Sorry. I'm gonna get that one out. Okay,
hopefully your ears didn't break, chat. Let's see. Martin reporting from a windstorm. Okay, all of a sudden that didn't work today. Let's see when Martin comes back.
It didn't work because I didn't do the correct thing today.
It was horrible.
Oh,
Ouchie.
Sorry. Okay, I'm not going to. I'm sorry, chat. Okay, so you had some comments from the previous stream.
Yeah, or I will collect them off stream.
Nice.
Vintia says, yeah, off stream is fine. So yeah, some gold was left in the comments, I heard.
Nice. I can imagine. Let me bring down the ISO a little bit on that one, I think.
And look at that. Look at that beauty right there.
It's extremely soft. And I think I cured it a little bit more, and it actually became a little stiffer after curing. The softness is good. One limitation of this 3D printed silicone is that there's only one sureness, I think it's called, or sureness with O. It's only 40A. So actually Formlab told me that if I want to make other harder or softer silicone, I can use the clear resin and make molds with the resin printer and then silicone mold from that, which is probably a cheaper way to make a lot of parts. So it could be like if we find this design being perfect, it could be that we're making a mold and molding this in the future instead of printing each and every one of them. Mm-hmm. However, with this one, there's actually a tiny little hole going through this segment because I wanted to steel enforce it, which feels actually like a pretty good idea, seeing how squishy this is. Let me get the plate off the bar, and we're gonna start putting it on the plate. Yeah, so sorry for the static, everyone. I have.
We can't hear you anymore, Martin. We're deaf.
Aha.
It's a joke. I saw someone writing this. Let's see. I found it was a really fun one.
Yeah, I should have more respect for people's hearing.
We can now remove the good sound requirements. Audience is now deaf.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore. We're gonna buy a stronger transmitter for my mic when I go into that room. So let me see what we see here. I'm going to take you in closer, I think. No, that's.
I will change the angle for now so you don't get motion sickness as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I've set the angle so we can go back in, Hannes.
It's a little dark.
Okay.
Next time, yeah, it would be nice to fix it so we see it.
It's lighter.
There we go. Thank you.
So it felt great that I printed this like on this side like this, and the software complained about overhang, but there's no problem with the overhang. I think we perhaps could have done a better job cleaning the part to make it come out nicer, but I didn't really care about that. This time I just wanted to get going. I didn't do the proper cleaning method with the Sonic cleaner that I bought for this purpose. We didn't have time actually. So let's actually try it on the plate, and I'm going to start by cutting this open because the plate, we can't put it on the plate now. So let me get a scissor. So I'm just cutting it here. The second print we have cut in the actual design. Let me see if I can see that hole. I don't see the hole. I don't know if the hole worked. That was probably optimistic of me.
Yeah.
There is no hole in there. I think this is way too squishy, so it's a little bit of bad news. But we're gonna see what we can do with this. I'm like, it's my first. It's actually. Is it holding it off the base? It is holding it off the base. It's good news, everyone. So let me. The plate wants to kind of be free from air, so I'm just putting it like this. Am I in frame? I am. Just putting my finger there.
It moves.
It's good. Oh, you mean that movement?
Yeah.
It's actually holding it despite its squishiness. But now I had this idea to pre-tension the part, which if we're gonna make this part this small, I think the pre-tension idea I made is pretty good actually. Yeah, it works. It's not bad. It's what can I say? Let me try the reinforce idea, because I had this hole through it for this kind of steel material, and I'm gonna see if I can push a little bit in there. Oh, I can. I'm kind of afraid of breaking this now. Let me get a plier here. Perhaps I shouldn't actually do that, because so I think this is definitely needs improvement, but we're learning. It's gonna be exciting to see the second one where I made this thicker. So there's a lot of room. So I'm gonna take you in closer here. I think there's lots of room. Boom. So this little wiggly part here, I think actually it's no problem filling that hole up. So I think we can make that chunkier. But I also think the sides should be a bit chunkier. I made it thin here for no real reason actually. And then what about this pre-tensioned idea? That could also be a good idea actually. Kind of a success. I would rate it a semi-success, this first one.
It looks so squishy. Yellow.
Yeah, it's really soft actually, and it was some discussion about cure time. So on the V2 curing station, it's 10 minutes. On the old one, it's 45 minutes. So I'm thinking perhaps I have the wrong idea about which version curing station I have. Let's try with a screw, or the machine screw and a washer. I'm just gonna go get it.
Do it.
It feels like we should prepare the streams a bit better, but we're trying. It's like
we're always also a little bit pressed on time. We want to go live, and there's only so many hours per day, you know.
This is pretty neat. So if we go to the close one, I kind of see on our temper screen over there. So I designed this to go in with an M4 hex head with a washer. So this countersink hole is for the washer, and it goes in neatly, and that will be very secure. Of course, tightening this bolt a lot will deform this soft print a little bit, making it actually a little bit more sturdy. So the print will be like less squishy when the screws are tightened. But overall, I want to add the material to this. I think it's too... the squishiness is nice, but I think I just need to beef it up a little bit. So let's try... I wonder if I should try... Because I made this thing hollow, but I don't see the hole here. So I think that was too much of a small hole there. So I don't think I'm going to try to add the steel bar through it. because I think I will just rip this thing apart. It's nicer to have it to prototype with. All right, should we go get the other one without me killing everyone's ears?
That would be a pleasant surprise.
What's the time? Then I know how long that other part has been cured for.
It's 15 past 2.
Okay, but then that part should
14, 16.
Then that part should be cured now. Let's go and get the other one, which is another design that was suggested to me during the stream. I'll kill my sound here.
Kill your sound so we don't kill our ears. Okay, chat. So Martin is about to go and fetch the second print, which is a different kind of design to this. Let's see if this is better. So for you that are just joining the stream, Martin is trying out the prototype. Oh, it's on again. Martin. Turn it off. Oh my goodness. I thought he was gonna turn it off. Or was it just me you heard that one? Hello? We don't need ears. I think the viewers heard it as well. Okay.
So muting didn't stop the static?
No. It was horrible.
Okay, so I need to do it in another way then. Okay, this one is so much cleaner. So let me get into a nice close-up of this second design. Yeah, I think that's the close-up there. We printed this. We made the screw directions a little bit different for the second one, and I also beefed this up, and there's no hole through it. And this is actually a little bit chunkier, but it's still very soft, as you can see, like yellow, which is good, but it's a bit soft for today. I'm gonna cut this one open too. Boom.
Martin, where's sound? Are you off again, or I just saw one comment now.
Oh, this is so annoying.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the problem is that Hannes and me have another. Yeah, I was off. We don't hear when there's issues. We have to fix that as well somehow. I don't really know how to. Sorry, I muted. So perhaps I did the mute button in the wrong way.
We hear him, they say,
yeah.
At least.
So let's go back to what I was saying. This one is cleaner. It's still kind of squishy. I think we need to add material to this as well. Let's try that one on. It's the top one. These holes are different down here towards up here. So let's put this one in there. Yeah, I can feel that it's much harder to get this one in here. Oh, that feels nicer. Okay.
So just a clarification, there was no sound error, Martin.
I know you heard it, but they didn't hear it.
No, they heard you. There was just one comment that said, perhaps it was a prank.
Okay. Yeah. My Wiggly, Team Wiggly should be happy for...
Team Wiggly, we back.
So I want to raise this off the... I think the material is fantastic. I think the design is leaves a lot. The design is done. Yeah, so I think it falls in on itself. It's way too soft, actually. But it sings for a long time. Yeah. This is really good.
Very long time.
Vibraphone. Let me try it again.
So we don't need to be frustrated It was not on our end. The audio was.
Okay, good. Hannes heard me going off the rockers.
Yeah. I heard. I heard something was coming.
It's funny. I can feel the vibrations in the holders. That's great, actually. That was a different sound all of a sudden there. So it's funny, Hannes, that if we don't make the plate move a lot, a consolation prize might be if we make the holders this wiggly, the bars are kind of shaken when hit. I don't know if you see it on the camera. Can you hear me on this?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Yeah. I was just mixing
I see.
images
I
here.
see. So that happens when the holder, the holders are too flimsy, but they're very good actually.
Sound-wise, they sound very, very good.
Perhaps I should just string it up on the strings to just get a feeling if the strings are superior or if we're in string territory.
Yeah.
So let me just go get the plate back on the strings for a quick A/B test. I want this to be worse now.
And now we got a donation and a comment from our dear friend Martin, as always. Yeah, shaky bars are cool.
Nice. Thank you for being here, Martin.
The reverb is superb.
So we're going to do this.
I'm gonna let them see you for a while. It's more fun to see you, Martin, not just your hands.
That's fine. I just want to then make an A/B test. Yeah, I feel super happy that the silicone printing is kind of simple, because I did stress test the printer by using... This resin was sitting in the tray since like the last print in like November, which is not what you should do. And still it kind of made it through. I don't know, maybe if it affects the softness of the part. Perhaps this is not like how new resin would feel. But and I also overrode the software's warning about supports. So I feel like the resin printing with the silicone is not... So far I have 3 successful prints without adhering to the rules.
Let's take a look. Look at that. It's suspended in wires.
Yeah, it's my joke from yesterday is when someone strings you up to be eaten by ants. They do this. Just a quick check. It sounded very different, didn't it? It sounded less thick now.
It sounds way worse in my humble ears.
I agree with you. I think perhaps we should move the wood further to it.
Very harsh. Not pleasant.
And the ringing, I think, is equally long.
Sorry.
So let me show you something cool if you didn't see yesterday's stream. They designed these bars to have the attachment point on some third harmonics or something like that, which means that if I put my finger here, you will hear how the sound slowly disappears. One more time. Oh, wait, I pushed it against the wood. But if I put my finger in the middle or on the edges, it disappears immediately. It's a very big difference. So these plates are actually designed to be hung exactly on these spots for physics reasons.
Chat is wondering now, did you use a different mallet between the two tests?
I also actually used this one, yeah. Oh yeah, that was sorry. Thank you, chat. I just took the nearest one. Yeah, this sounds more like it. So now they sound more similar, actually. Good, chat.
Keeping us honest here.
Yeah, and I think also it will sound better if I do this. Still, though. Let's go back to the print. I think, anyway, that the prints are proving to be really, really good for sustaining a Vibraphone bar.
It didn't affect the sound as much as I thought it would.
I don't think so.
No.
On the other hand, these are too squiggly, too soft, and soft is kind of better for the sound, I guess. So perhaps this is like a little better than we can dream of. So let's... Say mallet. It's much nicer.
It's warmer.
It's so much better.
Wow, the ring.
To rule them all. The one ring to rule them all. A, 442. No.
People joining this stream right now.
It's like this telephone note. If you yeah, that's where's my bow? I want to play it with the bow for no reason at all. No, stay focused, Martin. Oh, here's my bow. So let's see if I can. I don't know. It's hard. I have to. I think I can do that.
Oh, I can't. No, where is...
In full, I think. No, in Sony.
In Martin.
In Martin, wow. The holders are... the first holders are a great try. It made me more familiar with the material. I see now, obviously, that we need a lot more material. Let me try the little machine screw. So I can just show the different screw direction that we were discussing in yesterday's stream. Am I in the close here now, Hannes?
Yes, you should be.
So on this one, we had the screws coming from the top down, so they're actually tucked away during use. And here, on the end, we added the screws here. And that looks really nice, I think. Because then you can access the screws during operation. It's perhaps good, depending on how we design the rest of the holder. So yeah, super promising sound-wise.
Yeah.
So regardless now, if we go to the big camera, regardless now if the plates are going to move or not, we know that the silicone is such a fantastic thing for holding the bars, even if they're going to be still. Of course, we can have this string idea, but then I think still you can do the partitions of silicone. So between you can have something that holds up the string, that can be silicone, and the bar then can rest on silicone. But the sound was noticeably better with the silicone over the string now. And it's not saying a lot because the string is on this, but still it felt like the sound was warmer.
It was warmer. I wouldn't say it was extremely significant, but it was warmer. Yeah. If I had to choose, yes, silicone.
So let's now make a list of iterations for design 2 of this.
While we get set up to do that, I just want to read 2 nice donations First, we have Mira Featherbender that says hello from Florida, USA. I hope everyone is doing as well as you can. And yes, we are. And even better now that you joined the chat.
Thank you, Mira.
Yeah, thank you so much for that wonderful donation and the beautiful message.
I hope you're safe from the alligators. I would be so scared in Florida with all the like, they're just everywhere, like dogs, right? Or is that like a stupid foreigner kind of idea?
No,
about Florida?
100% true.
Yeah.
It has to be. And then you have some criticism coming your way through
Nice.
A donation here as well from Carmcraft that says, this is such a low-level detail. Time waste.
I think...
Thank you for the donation. And yes, bring on the criticism as well.
Yeah, I think you're probably mostly correct. I'm trying to stay high level, but I noticed that I get overwhelmed up there. So this morning we were at the highest level with Jasper, and this afternoon I'm at a lower level. But one thing that we talked about with Jasper, if I solve the highest level design requirements, I can ask for help sooner because the problems will be better defined. So I'll grant you that you're correct in your criticism mostly, but it's also like I lost so much.
You lost the will to live.
It's tough up there, Carmcraft. It's tough up there. But I'm mostly with you in your criticism, actually. Time waste. I'm learning the 3D printer for the Silicone, which I think is it's helping me know that I can use that for design. It's the way I work. But yeah, my results speak for themselves. I've gotten nowhere in 9 years, so it's tricky. So I would be super happy, Carmcraft, if you would elaborate. Like what do you think I should spend? What would be the perfect use of my time? Because I think you're onto something. It only hurts when they're right, Hannes. You know.
Yeah. Okay, let's head over to. We have a sketch cam.
We have
with a very bright paper.
Let's
see if we can see what you're writing.
Should I turn down the ISO then a little bit here?
One stop, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think we can see it better now.
I think I should get a bigger pen though. So let me know if Carmcraft comes back with
yeah, or someone else that seems relevant to not derail you too much.
Yep.
As always, chat. I read everything, but I won't bring up everything you're throwing at us. I try to keep Martin semi-focused. Even if he's tinkering on something, I want him to be focused on that, you know?
So I can actually go over and write this in the correct... So also, like, I'm trying to inform the second round of CAD. So I have this idea that the holders, we're answering like a huge requirement if the vibraphone plates should move or not. But we are quite far down in the tree. It's true. All right. So instead of saying what we should do now, solutions, a little inspired by Brockman's design requirement session, I'm gonna just write down the problems with these. Too flimsy. Touches the underside, which is related to flimsy. The bottom of the bar comes down and touches the holder. I just want it sustained in that hole. Touches underside. And then we haven't decided the screw direction. I want that to be the same for both parts, I guess. Screw direction, screw dire, question mark. The cutting open, actually you asked me, Hannes, if the machine was so precise so it could cut with 0.2 millimeters.
Yeah.
It didn't.
No.
It was actually one piece.
Yeah. That is me, you know.
It wasn't the one piece, but it was in one piece. Trying to entertain Hannes at least.
I love it.
So if we want the machine to cut, so we don't have a manual cut, I split this in CAD, but it came out as one piece.
Yeah.
Cut didn't work. And then mostly it's this first one too flimsy. I don't think about the looks. I don't think anyone really like. I think I can perhaps undefined. I can write like undefined looks. It's not like undefined looks. Perhaps we can make it more beautiful. I know Hannes said yesterday that he wouldn't look so hard on these.
I think there will be other stuff that draws my eyes to them.
Yeah. I kind of see. Yeah, I do see a good continuation. I think we're going to make a mix of this one and this one. I think this V here, like or A frame shape is good. But the flimsiness. Also, while we're redesigning these, I'm gonna try throwing these into the curing station and see if they become a little bit stiffer. To over cure them, which I think was fine with silicone resin, but I'm not completely sure. It becomes brittle at one point, I guess. I should also try to destroy these, what's that called in English?
You mean stress test?
Yes. So stress.
Stress test.
Stress tests. So since once these are completely unused, I can just pull them apart to see how easily they go apart. So
I do have a follow-up from Carmcraft.
Oh, super nice.
Yeah, so Carmcraft says, you said it yourself, you can tinker once you went down a branch. I don't think you did that yet. I feel you're not lifting the bar.
That I have to agree with you. Yeah, I have to agree with you a bit, Carmcraft. That's good. That's good feedback. I appreciate it. It's noted. I don't have a counter, actually. It's true. So perhaps, Hannes, for the last part of the stream. So this is what I really want to do.
I also got a good comment here. Perhaps this is something to test as well. From Jan.
Yeah.
That says, test the screw mounts. Maybe it will squish outside.
That's a good thing.
Really clamming them down and trying them. Test the screws.
Screw mounts. It will squish screw mounts. So perhaps for the second part, I would love to throw a new design into the printer. Print. Which is this tinkering rabbit hole. But another segment that we maybe should go into, inspired by Carmcraft, is the branch. Inspired by this morning. So what is actually the problem these are trying to solve? Have we defined it clearly enough?
Yeah.
Can we go in to actually spontaneously go and do some design requirements about these?
Yeah, and try until our heads hurt.
Yeah,
and then we can tinker again.
But what if I'm gonna make a deal? What if I'll do that while the printer is printing? We go into the design requirements. What do you say about that?
Okay, for me it's fine. Let's see what Chad says about it.
I'm gonna try it just to put a screw hard in it. I think I'm gonna go look in my screw trolley. I can actually give you on the main camera here, Hannes. I can turn it the other way, and I can show everyone my screw trolley.
Okay, there's the screw trolley.
So
Wow.
It's yeah, it's a bunch of screws, but it's not really organized well. These are my stuff that just came a month ago. My old stuff from France, actually. I think I can try with these.
I saw Jasper says deal.
Jasper is a kind soul. I got some M4 screws from the screw trolley.
Good, sir.
I think kind of in the vein of Carmcraft, I think I kind of know what happens if we clamp these down. But perhaps we should try anyway. Gonna get some washers.
Good to see how tough they are.
Yeah, I think not very tough. I didn't find the correct screws. I just took some short ones. Yeah, I kind of know what will happen here. I don't have to actually go through that. Let's save time. They will squish a lot. So I was even thinking, like, is silicone... Are we in frame here? Is silicone really a valid... Like, is screwing them like this really a valid solution? Because when the material is so soft, will the screws come apart, or will the flex actually keep tension on the screws? Or do we need Loctites on the nut? Or do we need some other kind of clamping solution? Because it's true, like, I think the commentary about the screws is that when we push them, this part travels outwards. So it actually makes this come apart away from the vibraphone bar. So in that sense, there might be an idea to make this thinner, because we still want to clamp it from the side, perhaps.
Washers to spread force.
We have
Martin.
Yep, there's washers. There's small washers. I have a larger model washer. If we're beefing this up, we might think about using a larger model washer. So let's also add to the list squish here. Squish.
What a list.
So now is the question if we should actually go into CAD or if we should go into DR. And this water I shouldn't drink because this is curing water of the resin. So that's not good. I should like put some... I'll put the wood in it. No, I put something else in it. I put a file in. No, that will rust. What do I put in it?
Perhaps just don't drink it.
Yeah, but then it stands here and someone else will drink it. I'll pour it out. How about that?
Ah, there we have. What a solution.
I'll pour it out here in the sink. All right. It's out.
You did it. Good. Let me ask you, Martin. What do you feel like doing exactly?
No, I really feel like printing some more of these.
Okay, so CAD.
Yeah, I've been doing my half day lifting the bar with Jasper this morning, and I'm planning to do bar lifting in the later part of this stream. So I want to go into CAD actually.
It could be quite nice as well because tomorrow is a Wednesday and we'll not be streaming tomorrow. So it's good to have the prints going for Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal the cable from Martin to Martin, Hannes.
Okay.
So we're going to go black on the Martin channel.
Yeah, I'll leave it on the nice bit of paper here.
Nice.
I can take a look at how it looks in the 3D printing room.
Yeah, nice.
Look at that.
And
there's printers.
Hopefully you get another.
Look at that. I think we have a Martin angle hooked up. Look at that.
Awesome.
No Martin, but a Martin angle at least.
So let me go and start on these second iterations.
Nice. Let me tell you when we can You can tell me when we can switch over to CAD.
We can switch. I'm gonna get my controls as well.
Look at that.
So this was a discussion from yesterday. We're going to ignore these for now, which we really shouldn't, because it's like so. Just to get people on board with a little bit why I'm defending this is that like the whole CAD is starting with the Vibraphone on this machine, and I kind of want to answer this question: are the arms going to be moving and have arms, or are they just going to sit here? How much space do we have here for the drums? It's kind of in my brain. It's kind of this fork in the road design decision for the whole machine. So while I agree that it's very far down the tree, I don't think it's as down the tree like the shape of this tuning of the kick drum. Because it's kind of, we're going to shape everything on the machine around this one Vibraphone design decision, basically. That's how I'm defending it anyway.
And this is probably the biggest darling you have on the machine.
One of them, yeah. But also, again, I should lift the bar. I'm not going to get stronger if I don't go to the gym and lift the bar. I think I want to move forward with this solution. It just came out nicer.
Yeah, simple.
And you can access the screws at all times.
Yeah. So the hybrid with the chat.
Yeah, this was chat's idea, actually.
Yeah, perfect.
I think that CAD is a bit cleaner. And also, I think I want to change mic here. I think it's a little bit nicer if I go on this one. Can you still hear me, Hannes?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Yeah.
Hopefully chat can hear you.
I think.
And Jimmy says here, a comment. I think we can mostly agree that you need this question answered soon. We're just not sure if you know the question you're trying to ask.
Okay.
I think that's the frustration some of the viewers can have with the design requirements. That they're I don't even try to get into the lingo with what is defined and not, but
it's a really good way of. It's a really good comment, actually. So, all right. Let's go into design requirements. I think it's actually leave that comment up, Hannes. We're going to lift the bar here.
I just saw that Carmcraft also said here, good, ask the questions, but put them in a DR in the right spot first with the goal to find a preliminary solution.
You're absolutely right, chat. So I'm very happy and learning from you all here. Let me just go and get my stream deck and some water, and we're gonna lift the bar, everyone.
Okay, let's lift the bar. Let's all join our hands, and together we can lift the bar.
I just need to get some water. I'll be right back, Hannes.
Yeah, of course. Hope you're all doing well out there, chat. I'm doing fantastic anyway. I'm having a great time. So if you have any questions, now is the time to throw them out here, and perhaps I can present them to Martin before he gets working on the next version. So Martin is right now about to, I don't know, if he's going into the design requirements a little bit before doing the version 2 done. Bird. Lots of suggestions on 2-piece solution. Has Martin shot this option down already? I don't really know which kind you're thinking about. Vibraphone keys don't need to move. Yeah, they don't need to, but it would be cool if they do. That's what we're trying to find out now. Team Wiggly Bar is here. Nice. Oh, how are you feeling, Hannes? Spelpojke says 2.5 out of 5. I think that is referring to me. And yes, that's where I'm at. I'm better. Okay, he back. Silent but back. Don't forget to turn on the mic on.
I think this one is on.
You're muted now, Martin.
Yeah, Hannes wants to hear me through the other
At
side.
least for me.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was out in the stream, but not for you, Hannes. Now you can hear me in the.
I can hear you.
In the
Yes,
dynamic
thank
mic.
you.
Yeah. So let's just go here. Let's just see here. Yeah, let's try to lift this horrible monster bar. Because as Jasper said, once you're down at the correct level in the tree, prototyping is the correct step. So can you bring back the question that was about we think it's a good question, but you don't know the question yet?
Yeah, this one, right? From Jimmy.
Yeah, leave that there, because that's the work we're going to try now. With inspiration from Jasper this morning. So we're here, where Jasper and I started. Like, I think the British royals have this saying, never complain, never explain. And sometimes I feel like going more British royal in these streams, to not start to try to explain myself. And I'm feeling... but I had kind of an explanation why I'm pursuing the movement of the bars as hard as I am in the stream with Jasper. It's just one of these artistic things that I know as an artist has a real world impact. In many subtle ways. For example, my motivation to work on the project, it's like it's not like super. So someone wrote like the Vibraphone bars doesn't need to move. That's true for your marble machine, but that might not be true for mine. And it would be great if we get to that conclusion. I feel I want to try one more time in the real world, setting it up before I can kill the idea. And I feel I'm like, it's for me, it's like I'm stuck on this, just like I'm stuck on the marble machine project. And it's just like, I know from working with me, like if I go against that thing, I lose the whole will of working on the project. It's just, I wish it wasn't like this. I wish I could just, let's make it simpler and finish it. I'm not interested in that. I'm completely not interested. So we need to find like this middle ground. But I also can't keep on doing it forever. But I think...
Yep, that's the way. And then perhaps the realization will be then that if you lose interest in it, you need to scrap the whole thing before it's too late.
Yeah, and then that's a better outcome, I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
So then is a question here now. How we reach this point in the tree. What question? I think we can mostly agree that you need this question answered soon. We're just not sure if you know the question you're trying to ask. So the question I'm asking is, should the Vibraphone bars move or not? So this is not a design requirement. It's kind of the question. So how do we find this answer out as soon as possible? Or is that question not... Oh, Jasper turns it up into the design requirement.
Uh-oh.
Jasper, come on, help me out here. So if we go then to our commandments that Jasper had me writing, I think where this branch starts at the tree for me it's on row 93 here in the commandments. Amaze people so that they stop in their tracks and call their friends to talk about it. I gave an analogy about bar staff at a concert hall that stops wiping the tables when Wintergatan is doing soundcheck because the vibraphone bars are moving of the vibraphone.
Yeah, because it's so damn cool.
So this is a commandment.
I just want a follow-up here from Jimmy, who asked the previous question. He says here, okay, so to be clear, you want to try having a linear vertical movement of X centimeters of the plates and see if it's feasible and not compromising too much on sound and reliability.
That's exactly the question.
Boom!
So then thank you, Jimmy. That's super helpful. So if I go to systems here, should the vibraphone bars move or not? Is it feasible? Will the sound suffer? Wow. Now Jasper is in here. Wait, I'm gonna give Jasper this. I love that Jasper turns up. It's like Gandalf coming down in Helm's Deep on his horse on the last day. This is the machine shall. This is a possible solution to the audience should be amazed. There may be other ways to do this. Okay. Will the sound suffer from the movement, and how much? I think it will suffer. I think I know that the kinetic energy will be less because energy from the marble is spent on turning the bar into movement and not only sound. So
how much worse? That is the question.
How will the sound suffer from movement, and how much is it worth it? And it goes against everything we said about taking the simpler road. So perhaps I should have had this whole thing in stealth because it's annoying the shit out of everyone. It's just that this is where I want to start. So I'm sorry if you're annoyed with this. You can tune back in once I'm past this.
Steph Ultimate says the moving bars is probably against design requirements. So we are essentially debating how we are dealing with exception management.
It's a good point. It's not against like the amaze. It's not against the magical design requirements.
It's against making the taking the easiest route.
100%. This is the more ambitious route. Should vibraphone bars move or not? Is it feasible? How will the sound suffer from the movement? And how much is it worth it? Yeah.
Will the audience see the movement? Can it move fast enough? Etc.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the question I'm trying to... It's like, I think I should defend a little bit my... I think I shouldn't like have the finger in the... I think that's enough lifting the bar for now, guys.
I just like this one from G-Man. As a fan, I say I'm not interested in you not trying hard to make the moving bars work.
That's nice. There was a lot of double negations there, so I hope you meant what I want you to mean. That's nice. I think also like, regardless if they move or not, we still need a holder for the bar. So whatever, like, making the prototype, we don't have it. Making the prototype will also help testing all the dampeners, testing everything. Like, this whole work is not exclusively for the movement as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead now and I tried lifting the bar. It's
yeah, it's a one rep and we're done. Sometimes that's all it takes. You at least worked out for the day.
Okay, but okay, so all you beautiful people in chat, can you? I feel stuck. I'm like, because I think everyone wants a little bit different thing right now, and it's also up to me to use. I don't know. It's if it's help me with the technique of lifting the bar. Because I think meanwhile we can go back and forth. I think I should go to CAD now though.
All comments will be remove the movement.
Yeah, that we can do that. Even without the movement, we need to hold the bar. And like today, I found out good thing that the silicone is a great material for touching the bar.
You see?
Yeah, but it's not good. I know it's not good. It's just I feel like doing this, and I think that has been an issue also, Hannes. I haven't done what I feel like also. I don't know.
You know what we should try for a moment?
Deep breath.
And stop doubting ourselves. The best work has come when you dig down, Martin, and you try also. Don't be stupid about it, but also don't ignore the burning sensation in your heart.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll do a quick edit of this. I'll put it on the printer and I'll go back trying to do some more reps with the bar. Because I don't really... I don't think I can take sitting here for 2 weeks in a spreadsheet right now. And I think it's a little bit of theatrics to do what me and Jasper tried to do. To go from, to go the branch down to this question. It's just basically navel gazing to try to please chat, which is a bigger waste of time. So yeah, it's a tough call. I feel that you are all right in chat, but I really don't know how to properly act on it. What I do know is that the time with Jasper was well spent. And we have another design requirement. Basically, I need someone who knows requirement to talk to do that. That's like when you're...
Yeah, I can't feel that.
When you're at gym and like comments is helpful, but it's often leads me to like follow-up questions. When you're new at the gym, to have a friend who takes you there. That's what Jasper did for me this morning. And Christopher and Bartos is coming Thursday to do that. So I think I rather like make progress where I feel sure of myself, and then I take this question up with Christopher and Bartos on Thursday. I would say, so this is I already lifted the bar for 3 hours this morning. So now I want to have some fun with my resin printer.
It takes a while to turn around this ship when it has set off. You know?
Yeah. What I shouldn't do is sitting here ranting about it anyway. So let's do version 2 of this.
There we go. Decisions have been made. And they try to make a deal with you here also. Like, can you do one stream a day that is design requirement and one that is tinkering?
That was kind of today. It was kind of a nice format today, I think.
Yeah, and Martin added a donation with that as well. Yes, one stream of DR a day is a good compromise.
That sounds good. That's lifting the bar, I feel. So...
Hal joined in here as well. Yes, pleasing chat is a waste of time. Start to actually believe in yourself and make the moving vibraphones work.
Yay.
Smiley face.
Hal knew that was going to be popular. So, all right. We learned that it was too flimsy, which is the first thing I'm going to address in this sketch here. And we had this as a printing side. I think I want to do something much more like this. I wonder if we should go... Oh, we can't.
Here's something we need to hear now, Martin. From How to Kongsberg. Hi, Martin and Hannes. I was really down in the drain, but in 2020 I discovered your YouTube channel and have followed since. Next week I'm graduating as a mechanical engineer. Thanks for the big inspiration.
Nice.
There we go.
Well done, Kongsberg, with the turnaround. That's really impressive. Well done.
If only there was a way to support the silicone with a sheet metal part.
Yeah, that could be possible. I think the silicone is actually just right. And as also, if we want other sureness, other hardness, we can do molds later. But I think like I can just beef this up and it's going to be just right. So for example, we did 4.4 here. I think we can go up to 4.8, which is the actual diameter of the hole.
Support on the sides.
Let me think. It's the print direction that keeps me a little bit on my toes here. I'm gonna print on this line that I made yellow here, and I need to make a flat part also on the cylinder going through. So now when we did 4.8 there, I need to cut this off. This looks a little weird, but that's intentional.
And Jasper is wondering, the silicone is probably just required for the part that touches the bar, right? I think that is perhaps...
Yes.
But you want it to be one solid part, or why is it the whole thing in silicone?
Yeah, I feel the vibrations. When I touch the base of the thing, I felt the whole thing vibrating. So if we pass too soon to something really rigid, I think that will kill vibrations. It's good that the whole foundation can wiggle, I think. Oh no.
Ethan says maybe a simple string between the metal arms holding the vibraphone bar would be simpler than silicone support.
String between.
So basically like a regular vibraphone.
Yeah, if the plate wasn't moving, that would be perfect.
But if you have like metal arms on the side of the vibraphone plates, it would get too wide, perhaps.
Yeah, there's no, the metal is can be even thinner. Like a folded sheet metal thing with a silicone insert instead of a string would probably do a great job as well. Let me see here. Should this be larger? Should this be horizontal or not? No. We want the screw holes to come out to a flat. And here on the back side, we don't need to stop here. We can continue and add chunk here if we want to. It's just because of the printing direction that we can't add chunk to the left of it.
This, you have to stop everything you're doing because this is important. A very generous donation as well from G-Man that says, my 2.5-year-old daughter is obsessed with Martin and his music. Can you say hi to Zella? She is watching now. P.S. She hates design requirements too.
Stella, you and me are in this together. Thank you so much for watching, and that design requirement monster is not going to prevail.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, Stella. Really nice to meet you. Perhaps you can make friends with my 7-month daughter one day.
And you have a lot in common as well, because when Martin sees design requirements, he turns into 2.5-year-old.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the love and for the donation. That is awesome. So great to have you here, both of you.
So this 21 here, we should go higher so that it doesn't touch the bottom. It turns into super chunk all of a sudden.
And just to clarify, Ethan with the suggestion with the string on the arms.
Yeah.
Yes, he says the arms are moving 1 string per bar, not 1 long string.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's exactly how we did it on the Machine X. So that would work. Should we make it 2 centimeters wide? Something like that. I think the other one. Let's get the other one. I lost it.
You lost it?
Oh, it was here. It was hiding out.
Ah, yeah.
It was hiding out. So the old thing was 7 millimeters. Now I'm making it 20. Kind of feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, sorry everyone if I go defensive when people say the truth. It's just really hard. I know I kind of have this feeling what I should do, and it's just so I'm usually able to do it when I know what to do, and with the design requirements I have not been. It's kind of strange feeling.
Yeah, I always come back to the thing that I think it feels so harsh. It's the language of it all, and you have to make decisions, and it's scary.
Yep.
And it's the cold, hard truth, and that's scary. And as soon as you write them down, it's official. You can't change anything. Well, we learned that you can do that.
Yep. It's Jasper came with a lot of like I don't have to write all of them at the same time. Jasper came actually with a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I changed a little bit the geometry here because I didn't want the overhang to be so hard for the printer. We lost. I think I constrained this to the wrong line here. We have 2 lines. Let me remove this. I think this blue should be to another line. We have a construction line underneath here. Is that another sketch?
This is also interesting from Yao Victor that says, I feel the main problem with the design requirements is the visualization. And I kind of agree with that as well, because when you see it written down, everything sounds impossible and you can't imagine it at all. Like, oh, of course you shouldn't have that on because that won't work. But once you see it visualized, it's a whole different beast for me. Like, okay, yes, of course it should move because it looks cool.
Perhaps that's why I'm so into this organization question about the design requirements, because I want them to look nice. Which perhaps was another point. Or was it related to what you just said?
No, text is so soulless.
Yeah.
then everything sounds bad and sounds. It's easier to take the decisions when it's text because it's easy to understand that it won't work. But when you see it visualized, you can see the dream more. God damn it. Now I'm blabbing on.
Nice for a change. With me doing all the blabbing. My cat kind of survived my resketching. We'll see how long it survives. I increased this distance by a lot. So it looks horrible here, but this is the printing surface. That's why it looks like this. That turned out to be pretty good printing direction. So let's see what happens here. I think we have some extrudes that are misbehaving here. Up to face. Okay. Let's go through one extrude at a time. See what's going wrong here. That looks good. Second one. This part is not perpendicular, so I can't mirror stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Learned that yesterday. It's at a strange little angle that makes it much harder to design. So the normal mirroring go-tos are much trickier. I think here's an overhang that we can't accept. I think the slope needs to go and cut into this part. So let's go back to the sketch and perhaps just reduce this. And I think it needs to go like that. Is that going to accept? Yeah. So we get a printing surface here as well. Now that extrude is doing something weird. Should not extrude this and not this. The one thing that I still suck hard at in Onshape is dealing with what sketch profiles to extrude. So now you can see my plan. This is the printing surface of the part. And that turned out great, actually, that plan.
Do you know how good you
no,
are at this?
I don't have any sense of being good at anything right now.
Oh no, it's broken.
It's deflating to not understand that everyone makes it out to be such a simple thing that I just don't do. It's like, just pick up the socks. It's just lying there on the floor. And it feels like an impossible task for me. It's very annoying. Anyway.
The sweeter the reward, Martin. The sweeter the reward.
Thank you. I don't like the look of this. There is an idea to just split it in the middle and print it in a completely different direction. I'm thinking about doing that. So we can have it much more... So we can make it more beautiful and I can feel freer. Then this would be the printing surface. It can be symmetrical then to the whole. Should we try that? Should we?
The simplest and sturdiest version.
Yeah, it's better if it's in one piece than two.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep on going with this then. Thank you, Hannes. Let's see what these other sketches are for. This one died. Oh, that's the whole sketch. it has some missing references. Can I remove the references and it's still happy? Yes. Nice. But the extrude...
And I say now, don't forget the screw holes.
Yep. Onto those. I think I can just make it blind here. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. So here's the screw holes. Yeah, it's much nicer if it's in one part. Small little look thing. I'm choosing the easier path.
Some stuff should be applauded.
So,
quick sidebar here from Grant Gillum that's just asking, I don't know how you feel about using metal 3D printing. If you can use 3D metal printing, would you?
yeah, we did for the... Yes, I would. We did for the Martin X, for the fins of the cyberbase. And I guess that was from this company, Desktop Metal, that I heard was actually going out of business.
Oh, no. They bet all their metal on the cyberbase.
I think, I guess, I haven't followed, but I guess metal 3D printing has become much better. So yes, I would. Now to something interesting then, Hannes. I also think it's important. This is now 3mm thick. I think this should be thicker. It will build a little bit more on the outside, but as we saw, other parts are building on the outside as well, so we have more room.
And we have given up the idea of stiffening the bar.
With metal?
Yeah.
I can maybe do it with a larger hole, but yeah, I think it's not needed.
Yeah, okay.
Then let
Just a question.
fewer part. No, it's good. But I think perhaps we can make... I think on this one we can make it deliberately too tight, so the bar is actually pushing the silicone out.
And that won't kill the vibration.
Perhaps it will. So the simplest way of building it out would be to just move this face. Where's the move face? Move this face out like this. Here we're chunky enough, but we need to be economic with the space here.
Yeah. Team ultra wide will appear.
Yes, exactly. Oh, those holes are there. I wonder if it should be a little bit higher than also. It becomes a really big part all of a sudden. Sketch, was it 12? Should we just do this 7? No, what happened there? I also want the distance here then 4. Okay, no, that's not good.
We got a donation and a statement here from Joshua Bridges. You should answer this question with your wants and beliefs, i.e. hypothesis, then design around that. Chance of success and option of failure. I believe.
Thank you, Joshua. You should answer this question with your wants and beliefs, hypothesis, then design around that. Chance of success and option of failure. Let me try lifting the bar then. This is actually helpful, Joshua. Thank you. So I guess the question is what we're trying here. I think Jasper has written something here while I was looking away. How should a vibraphone plate be held? Bite-sized problem you can prototype solutions for. The sound should be good. It should be mountable with simple parts. It should not interfere with the resonator pipes. Thank you, Jasper, for going into my document.
Helping in lifting the bar.
So for new viewers, we've been discussing like if I should CAD and print or if I should spend more time in the theoretical part. And Joshua here says, beliefs, hypothesis, then design around that. Chance of success and option of failure. I believe. So my hypothesis is like, I think the bars can move 10 millimeters when hit and sound great. It's my hypothesis. Failure would be bad sound or unreliable functionality. Okay, I'm not going to do spell correction. Success would be great sound and reliable functionality. Chance of success and option of failure. So this is more like properly prototyping. So to know why are we prototyping? What questions are we?
Hypothesis.
Yeah. It's a good comment, Joshua. With your wants. It's like I would love if the bars moved when being hit. And also, here's Jasper coming in. Also, like, I want the answer for the next round of CAD. How big size must the vibraphone use? So, like, that's actually, to everyone saying that I don't really know the question, you're partly correct here, because like my motivation for this is like, I want to know the bounding box for the vibraphone. It's like, how big is the vibraphone? How big is the blob part of the vibraphone? Can the vibraphone fit in this blob part? Can we put some gears already here? Can we put some drums already there? That's why I'm drilling down on the vibraphone design. So it's like, it's not only about like, it's not only the moving bars, but the moving bars are the key to that. So thanks for that question. We lifted, I did one more rep there, Hannes, did you see?
Yeah, you did. And we also got another very generous donation from Alter Handle that says, why not test some assumptions? Design thinking style, e.g. do a mock of moving bars to see how much they have to move to be visible on stage for the viewer.
Yeah, that's also a good...
So 2 very generous donations and good comments.
Very good. Thank you so much for the support and helpful comments. Assumptions is that a concert audience sees the keys of a piano being pressed at 100 meters distance. Like the reason is that the repeating pattern like enhances the shift in position. Like it's easier to see the bar being pressed because it becomes a shadow. The light flickers differently on the pressed key. So my assumption is that I assume a 10 millimeter movement is enough for a huge effect. I don't know if I did that correct.
Chat are ecstatic that this was brought up. So you did something good.
I think perhaps more ecstatic for the question rather than my...
and you started thinking about it.
And that's also... And on video, filmed from the side, even a 5 millimeter movement would be a huge difference. You will see the bar disappear and return. I feel my I feel better now. I got cranky, Hannes, again. I get design requirements cranky previously. Did you notice that?
Oh no, I never noticed that. Martin becomes 2.5-year-old, like Sella.
Okay, next question.
But I think Sella behaves better.
I want to be like you, Sella. So next question is to make this chunkier outwards or inwards. And actually, if I do add those bars that the holders...
And now I see chat are just asking 100 meters. They get stuck up on the 100 meters. You should have learned by now. Martin exaggerates a little bit.
A little bit?
Take it with a grain of salt. 100 meters is more 10 meters or 50.
We can say it like that. I have a very, very peaceful household with my girlfriend. But my exaggerations, she hates that. She's like, but you're lying. And I'm like, no, I'm living.
I'm not lying, I'm living.
Yeah. So I turn these bars on because if something is going to... This is the smallest size resonator on my Vibraphone, 44 millimeters here on the outside. And if we need something to pass on the side of this resonator, that's going to build to the side. And we can actually see here that... So yeah, I'm exaggerating. So we can see that our holders are not on the outside of this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Which means I think we should just expand it outwards, actually. We should make it 1 millimeter chunkier outwards. Mm-hmm. So we don't clamp more. Because the tone was fantastic of the plate when we tried it.
Another thing that's fantastic is our dear friend Martin that's coming in with another donation and something to think about here. Make sure to establish objectively verifiable criteria for key questions, not just desires.
That's very good. Okay, so I did go up to a vertex. I'm just going to move face, actually.
We registered it, Martin, the question. It will drop. Martin will understand it shortly.
Thank you, Martin. Make sure to establish objectively verifiable criteria for key questions, not just desires. I'm going to I'm going to try to lift the bar down. So key questions. I want to answer for the next round of CAD. How big size must the Vibraphone use?
Objectively verifiable criteria.
Yeah, so that's...
Scary words right there.
That's kind of verifiable. Yeah, Martin, your comment is great, and I agree with you.
Jimmy with also a donation and a slight worry here.
Go ahead.
Jimmy, friend of the chat. I feel this prototype is trying to answer all these questions at once when maybe one negative answer scraps the whole thing.
I feel this prototype is trying to answer all these questions at once when maybe one negative answer scraps the whole thing. Also, you mean we should pinpoint the most crucial problem and go and build a prototype for only that?
Perhaps.
To faster gets to the scrapping point. That's a great idea, Jimmy, actually.
And now I see, I can only like this comment once. Someone really liked it.
but then perhaps you get me onto something. So perhaps the question I'm trying to answer much more is like, how does design for silicone work for the marble machine in general?
Now everyone says yes, and Jasper is in and says bite-sized problems.
Yeah, no, you're so perhaps we do that, get some clarifications that I want to also like. I'm just so excited to make some silicone prints because I think I missed that. I was gluing foam. So for the Marble Machine X, I had dampeners everywhere that got worn out over time, which made a lot of problem for the Marble Machine X. I think silicone can be the answer to that in some parts, and especially 3D printed silicone because you can make meshes and stuff. So perhaps I am trying to. Perhaps I'm not only trying to solve the movement. Perhaps it's more like, in general, I want to learn about silicone 3D printing. So that's perhaps more what I'm doing, actually. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying perhaps to...
That's where your head is at.
It's perhaps, yeah. So let's move this face 1 millimeter out. Derek says move face is a legitimate command in Onshape. It has a bad reputation for being bad CADing, but I think right now it helped me quite a lot.
Target critical aspects first to fail fast.
Yeah, that's I have to say, chat, that you're really, that's really great. You're giving me an master class here in engineering, effective engineering processes. And I wish I could internalize all the knowledge immediately, but it's actually you're sowing seeds in my little brain. I hope that is some comfort for you. And I think this will soon be printable, and then I can go even more into the design requirement part of it all. Let me see what happens here. So here's the little bump that goes against the vibraphone bar. And I think we should increase that a little bit in size to make this part chunkier on this sketch. Super good comments from chat today, actually. It's super hard to act on them all right away, but I'm taking them to heart.
And I like this as well, that my memeplex says, for a stream, learning is a valid requirement.
That's good. Thank you. Why did the fillet break now when I perhaps this extrude is too short now. Let's just go all the way up there. Oh, that's ugly, Martin. Let's go down there. And let's see why the fillet failed. I'm just gonna go in there. Okay, I fixed them. Somehow I fixed them. I think there will be some more fillets here coming up that are failing. What happened with this one? Do I need to also select this line? Oh, we're missing a fillet there. I see. Boom. We need to make a smaller fillet or something. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, it can't. What if I also choose that? Okay, my fillet. Oh, there it worked for a little moment.
Cyber Marble. Put the children to bed. Ugly cat Martin is back.
Yes, indeed.
And Jasper wants to know, Martin, would you want me to jump back into the call when you get back to the design requirements after you start to print? I'm procrastinating anyways.
Are you sure, Jasper? That would be fantastic, because then you could, like Hannes, it would be so great. Did we lost all the comments, or can you save all the comments you brought up? Because what would be fantastic would be to have kind of Jasper helping me like parse through the great comments from chat.
I have to be the bad cop in this then, that I don't think we have time today, actually.
Okay.
We're going to end the stream a little bit earlier today, 20 past 4.
Yeah, I have actually a private... Talking about lifting the bar, I have a private call with a university teacher for design requirements from the US scheduled at 16:30.
Yeah.
And because the teacher wanted to talk to me first before being on stream, which is understandable.
So we're going to end the stream a little bit earlier today. So we only have about 35 more minutes this stream. So I think it's going to be too little time for Jasper's brilliance.
But perhaps then we should focus on Jasper. Are you ready to jump in already now? And what would we do then? Is it just to answer the chat questions?
I can't bring up all the earlier questions.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that. Not on screen, at least. I can find them and read them.
I think this is starting to look great here, compared to what we had. So let me check. The distance between this surface and this was 3.30. Let's see how much we have here. First I thought it looked too much, but 6.8, it's actually great. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think this fillet should be chunkier, going all the way up almost to the Vibraphone bar. Oh yes, much more chunk.
Chat is saying reps. They want Jasper back.
Yeah, I also want Jasper back.
Jasper says, I can jump in, but it would mostly just be talking about the branch you're on right now with your prototyping to help get the idea clearer. Especially if you don't have a lot of time.
So, I mean, I can't really say no to that, because there was so much value from Jasper, and I think this is done in a way. I'm going to start this print. We're not going to see this being printed in this stream anyway, so I think I'm kind of done here. I think there's some finishing touches with some small fillets. Let's see if they work. They don't. I think I should expand this area a little bit. So let's jump into the guest bus, Hannes. And
let's see if we can get.
I think we
Jasper join our Teams meeting firsthand. Let's see if it works. So you can entertain people while I try to start the setup. With
thank
Jasper
you so much,
then.
Jasper. Jasper is gonna come and fight for all of your great comments to click in my tiny brain here. Meanwhile, I think still I want a little bit more room for the screws. I think they're gonna squish too much here. So we're gonna chunk the screw area here. I think I should perhaps... If I remove that constraint and I increase this to 30, screws are following, right? Yeah, I didn't do this super properly. Let's just see how that looks. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, we can also have. It would be nice to have image on Jasper, but we can also just have voice from Jasper as well.
I'm gonna get image on Jasper. Jasper has now connected. So now, Martin, we can switch to the guest bus, where also Jasper has to connect.
I don't see the image on Jasper yet here on NDI.
Okay, I will send it. There we go. There you have it.
Oh, wow, he's there. Wow.
So let's change the audio just in the sono.
I'm not getting rid of this, guys. Quit popping up. Super nice to have you. We're just gonna fix the audio with Jasper. So we're gonna go to me for a little while here. So we're going to go to another room. 14th of April.
Now Martin is here as well. So
I think I can hear you, Jasper.
And let's see if chat can hear you as well.
I don't think so yet. I just have to open that channel in the last interface here. I think now we can hear your beautiful mechanical keyboard, Jasper.
Amazing. Sorry for intruding like that again.
That was the perfect time to do it, I think.
Don't ever apologize to me ever again. You're an MVP of everything. And
here we have Jimmy Thomas that says, "Hail to the gas."
So I don't know if you've been following the stream, but I got like this design requirement cranky, defensive Martin attitude during the stream, and I hate when I go into that mood. And perhaps you can help me parse, because I think there was a lot of valid input from the chat, but I just feel like powerless in how to work with it. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're here.
It's a skill you have to practice, right? It's not something you have done before. And I think someone in chat also said there's a reason that project managers are paid as well as they are.
Good point. It's above my pay grade. Okay, so we have, I don't know, we have 30 minutes, Jasper. Max. I don't know how much time you have.
Yeah, and I will still be here like a voice of God. We will not have image on me for the rest of the stream, but that is okay. But I'm still here, everyone.
Yeah. If you right click in Teams and start a broadcast over NDI.
Yeah, but I don't think we need that.
I can bring you up. Okay, no, we don't need it.
Skip that. We need Jasper right now.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So I actually think that the path you went down with the just actually holding the vibraphone, the print that you're working on, that's a nice example of a sort of a bite-sized problem that doesn't connect too much with all of the other aspects of the machine. So the question that you're kind of asking there is, how should a vibraphone plate be held, right?
Yep.
And there's a bunch of possible ways that it could be held, and there's certain things that are required for those solutions. And you already know of them. You know exactly what it needs to be done, but that's kind of the design requirements, right? It's helps you define the problem, namely how should it be held. And I think so the full silicon print that you're working with right now is one possible solution. And you're doing great with that. As long as you know how you're going to test if it follows your requirements, and if you know what requirements you're actually designing it for. So that's a question to you then. What is the goal of the holder itself, the silicon part that you're making?
Oh, I feel so much better already. It's like going to a therapist, and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong, and then you go to the therapist and you just break down crying, and you know exactly the answer. I have that moment now. Okay, so this is great. And probably then, perhaps it would be cathartic for chat if we also list the possible solutions and include having the vibraphone bars not move, so they see that it is an option.
I think that's one thing that I think may be confusing here, but I don't think that the vibraphone bars moving is the same problem as the one that you're working on right now.
Okay, so back to I actually have your presentation here. What you said here is that we should be like break them into smaller parts. I think it was in the
slide 3 or something.
Slide 3 here. So basically, what you're trying to guide me towards is to make the problem smaller.
Yes.
Am I understanding you?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. It's just, you know, if the bars wouldn't move, holding them, then I would just take the solution from a standard vibraphone. So it's to me it is related to this movement thing, because then we would just do the strings going through all the bars on and have partitions between the bars. Because then there is a standard solution from the industry, like
right.
So.
And you're happy with that solution, right? Because maybe the Silicone one sounds nicer than the industry standard one.
It's kind of sounded on the test like it did. So, but let me not interrupt you.
Okay.
So you think I'm so? It feels like I'm actually working on also the movement. It's not just the holding.
Yes, I mean that it's very possible that the reason that you would need a different way for the plates to be held is because you're working on the movement. But then the movement itself is in the graph you have up on the screen there, it would be a smaller problem rather than a bite-sized one. Because you have a problem, but you don't actually know yet how you'll hold the plates if it moves, and how will you actually fit it into the machine with the moving parts. And those are more bite-sized than should they move or not.
Yeah, so that was actually what chat was trying, like, we understand you want to answer the question, but are you sure you know the question? It's kind of a Hitcher's Guide to the Galaxy, where it's like about asking the correct question. So the only thing that I had against just saying yes to you, Jasper, there, that I'm just working on a holder, is like then we're kind of masking that I'm actually working on the movement.
Right. I mean, maybe you're kind of working on the movement, but if you like, you want to know if movement is a way for you to make the like marble hits visible to the audience, right?
Yep.
That's the whole reason for the movement. It's to amaze people.
Yep.
And well, there's multiple ways. Like there's multiple smaller problems in that possible solution. So like something that you're working on below the thing I wrote as well is you think that the bars can move 10 millimeters when hit and still sound great. Well, okay, it's possible, but you'll have that's like if the main problem is I want the marble or the bars to move, then you would say as a smaller problem in that I want them to move and they should still sound great, or that's a requirement, or however you categorize it.
Okay.
And that's something you can test.
Yes.
You don't necessarily need to have a perfect holder already for it. You could string it up and just move it and have someone stand across the room and say if they can see it actually move, if you move it a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And it's those assumptions that you can already test. And if you've decided that, okay, this having them move at all is a feasible way to that is feasible, it's possible to have it move and have the effect that you want, then you could also see like, okay, how are you going to fix or solve the other problem of a moving bar needs to be held a different way.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared of that. This is basically a little like a quibble almost, because I think like there's a lot of things I want to test on this prototype. I want to test how to design the dampeners. Like I know what goes into a vibraphone, so we're not like, because I know the parts on a normal vibraphone. I want to kind of try all those things. So these holders are meant to be on my prototype to try everything for the vibraphone, kind of. So it's and I think the whole so it's I feel that everyone wants me to kind of like make this so much simpler than what it is. Or can you find the perfect, can you help us like find the perfect, like what are we actually trying to solve with this discussion? Like if we're gonna go very not just talking about it, like what would we write actually?
You get praise immediately, Jasper, here though. This is so precisely what I was trying to convey. I love it. Yes, that's it. Thanks, Jasper.
Yes.
Okay, so the chat is happy.
I don't know if I can give you a perfect way to do this. But I think that what you're doing with like so let me ask you, why are you testing all of these things in one go? What's the idea behind it? You're wanting to work on a one-channel machine, kind of, right?
Okay, so super high level then in the highest level of the project is that my plan is to use CAD and design requirement and go back and forth, because when I see things in CAD, it's easier for me to do the design requirement. So I want to make a better CAD version of the whole machine. Which I call like round two. We already have a version of the whole machine, which is like I'm pretty happy with where this is going. I think I want to build something kind of like this, but now I want to go in and add granularity. I want to go in and add detail. Also in CAD, and because I'm using CAD for sketching. We're not building anything here. We're trying to like just I'm not as good a designer, so I can just make this in text. Or perhaps the CAD is a complete trap. I should just perhaps just stop CAD completely. You can actually opine on that. Do you have an opinion on that?
I think it's good to keep up the CAD, especially because it can help you realize things that you're not realizing in the design itself. I do think that in a way the CAD shouldn't be a sketch for like the design, but it can also be more of a sketch for the actual manufacturing. Does that make sense?
Yes. Material choices and stuff.
Material choices, dimensions, placement, whatever.
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily going to put all of that into your design requirements.
No, because it's basically, I wanted to know a footprint that I wanted to know if there's a footprint of a machine that I want to spend my life on. And basically I think I kind of have that here. I would like something like this. So perhaps we should spend as little time as possible in CAD currently.
I think that you're not going to be spending a lot of time on the whole machine CAD right now. But it's fine if you're spending time on like the one channel machine if you want that. I think it's just you have your overall goal that you're going to. You know like just going down the list in my mind here, you know you want a marble machine. You know that machine, you know you want to have a vibraphone on the machine. And you know you want to amaze people.
That's from the commandments we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there are certain things that you will need to have a working vibraphone. Like you know that for your vibraphone to do the things you want it to do, you need a certain number of notes. You need room for the resonator pipes. Like that's just very generally the requirements for the vibraphone itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then okay, you will have to attach your vibraphone to the machine in some way. That could be static, but that could also be a moving way. The requirement there is that your plates need to be attached to the machine.
Yeah.
And possible solutions for that are have them static or have them moving.
So you're walking us down a branch here.
Yes, essentially. I think
Possible
so.
solutions. So now we go over to it's not requirements. It's we are brainstorming. We're ideating possible solutions now. So we're firmly left the requirements. We're now at like solution side, or we're not like at guidelines. We're actually at solutions. So static plates that don't move. Moving plates.
Exactly.
That's two big branches of how to hold the plates to the machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, we're pretty certain we can make static plates work, right?
We think it's easy to make this work. Yeah.
And we are not yet sure about the moving plates one.
Not sure if it works. Yeah.
So if we want to know if we can consider this solution, if it's something that is a branch you should go for, then I think you need to make moving plates a new main problem and, well, divide this up into smaller bits.
Oh yeah, this is your. Now we're back on a new problem. Like
exactly.
So do you mean we're starting a new tree here?
Well, it's not so much a new tree as just a new branch of this branch, but you could see it as a new tree, yeah. Technically, this is all part of the same tree and just different possible branches.
It's becoming a whole forest.
It's we're working with a whole forest here, exactly. But if you want to see it as a new tree, you could, yes.
Okay, so if you would take me to, so the feedback I got was that stuck most from chat was like, we know it's a question you probably should answer, but we don't think you know the question clearly enough.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think there is something to that?
Yeah, no, input? I completely agree. Because I feel the question that you really want to have answered before your next CAD round is, should the plates move or not?
Yeah.
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
But you don't really know the details that you're trying to answer that question with yet. You know that one possible answer to the question is have the plates not move. And one possible answer to the question is have the plates move.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how would you then, like, okay, two answers that may be good or not, you have no idea yet because you don't actually know if the answer is correct.
Yep.
You don't know if it's actually an answer you can go for. So if you have the moving plates, then it becomes a new question. Can we make moving plates work?
Okay, so if yes, then new question. can we make it work? Yeah?
Yep.
So now the question is, can I make moving plates work?
Exactly.
Okay. But we need to break down that question. What do we mean with work? It's like, so sound quality, space claim, all this verifiable stuff, reliability, timing issues.
And will it actually answer the question? As in, will this indeed amaze people? Will this be visible for an audience? Will it have the effect that you want it to have?
Will it have the
There we have it.
desired effect? Will it make a difference?
Because if it doesn't...
Is it cool enough?
Yeah, exactly. Because if it doesn't have the desired effect, then is it worth going down this branch?
Yeah, so that's where I think I have made an assumption, and maybe I have a tunnel vision. I'm just gonna go. It's like if I go to a video, I just stay here on me while I find that video. It's the Marble Machine playing the Amelie song. I think we have a close up of a vibraphone with moving plates.
Colgate karieskontroll.
Oh no, I get
Colgate.
commercial here. Sorry. I'm on my wrong account. I have a YouTube Premium. I get Colgate commercial. Did you hear that sound, or was it?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, I'm going to go. We're gonna go off here
Soon. Just have to wait for the ads.
Sorry. I hope I'm not derailing, but
Not at
perhaps
all.
explaining why this is so like hard for me, because I think I have so many assumptions, and that's probably also really good. Like you should, like I've been in these trenches for a long time, and of course I should be very skeptical towards all my assumptions. So I made the vibraphone kind of work on the Machine X with moving plates.
Keyword kind of.
And like they move very little here.
All right.
But it's also a movement. The dampeners press down on the plates, so it's a confusing extra movement. I think the dampeners on the new machine is going to press up on the plates. But I think I have another camera angle, or do I? No, I actually don't.
Yeah, on the second you play it again.
I play
right?
it again.
I think so.
Ah, good spotted, Hannes.
Because I know there's different camera angles on this.
These plates are hardly moving 10 millimeters. They're more moving like 5 millimeters. And am I playing again here?
Yeah, another.
Oh yeah, good, Hannes. This sound is not cheated, by the way. This is the actual machine playing, so that's good. If you see that, let me just freeze a frame here on the marbles. I know we should not discuss if the plate should move. We're gonna discuss how to reach that. Let me try. So I want to find a. So here's like what a marble is on video. It's a streak of light.
Right.
The eye isn't catching that. These are smaller, 16 millimeter marbles. But the small little depression, and perhaps like people are like, I think how little these bars are moving is actually really inspiring, because I think it makes a huge difference with that really small movement. And if we see here, the resonator is really close where I'm pointing the mouse, and the holder is going around the resonator. I think it's like obvious, such a fantastic idea that it's not like causing, I don't know, it's
Well, I'm not here advocating for moving or not.
I
moving.
know. You're not partial.
This is the strongest evidence you have on your case, Martin, when you see that being played. It is magical.
Thank you, Hannes. Hannes is a Luffy character. So let's go back to the theory here. I'm not gonna waste more time talking now when we have Jasper here. But like, will it have the desired effect? Will it make a difference? I think a lot of the audience doesn't think it will. Well, and that's why chat is like blowing up, and I'm like, and I have this feeling like, yes, it will.
All right. Well, in that case, if we've determined or decided, like, yes, it will actually answer the question that we're trying to ask, like, it is possible for moving plates to amaze the audience, then you get the questions of, can you make it reliably, timing, space claim, and the sound quality.
Yeah.
And so going down the branch, can you make the moving plates work? Sure, okay. Well, if you have moving plates, then you'll need some other way to hold the plates. You can't all have them strung together like you would in the static way.
Yeah.
So then you'd again get a new question or even a new branch, like, okay, how do you then hold the plates in a way that doesn't affect the sound?
Yep.
So, like, if you have, can I make moving plates work? Then one requirement for working moving plates is the sound quality should not be affected or must not be affected by the holder, whatever, right? Okay, what are some possible designs for a holder? You're working on one right now that you think may work, and there may be other options, and basically, like, you've technically gone down this whole branch already, but this part you're working on right now then will help you answer, can you make the moving plates work?
So high level here, what the lesson that I should learn then is to define the problem more clearly.
I think so.
Sorry to interrupt you guys here, but I was gonna give you the 5-minute warning now on the stream.
Thank you, Hannes. So basically, so the takeaway that is not the takeaway of a better design process. So this is not limited to moving plates or not. That's why we're digging down. Like, it might be confusing. We're the meta discussion is not about the plates. It's about how to become a better designer. To define the problem first, then solve it. And or if I'm gonna make like or first define the problem, then make the definition more clear by breaking the problem down into atoms and define each sub-problem. Then look at sub-solutions to the bite-sized problems, and then work your way back up.
Exactly.
So I don't know if you remember my Pixar video, Jasper. Did you see that?
I think so, yes.
It's
But,
about
I
this.
haven't rewatched it.
It's about this book, How Big Things Get Done, and that book was great for me. It's talked about start from the right, like what do you want to do with projects? He talks a lot about failed infrastructure projects, like the famous Californian high-speed rail, stuff like that, and some Guggenheim Museum, which is a like fantastic success. They wanted a completely different thing from the beginning. They wanted the architect to renovate an old building in the middle of the city, and the architect asked the city, "What do you want?" "No, we want more tourists." And the architect was like, "Oh, but is it more tourists you want? We should do something by the riverside, and that became the Guggenheim Museum of Bilbao, because the architect was like defining the problem better, and because the city already jumped to a solution, and the architect was like, let's talk about the problem a bit first, and that turned into this great success. So that's the takeaway from that book. And I think I met an architect on the street here in Stockholm that's actually recognized me and started talking to me, and I borrowed him that book, so he's actually reading that book right now. He's gonna get back to me with his feedback. But so I'm just thinking how I can, like, tomorrow come to work and be a better designer. To like, so can you try to summarize, Jasper? Like, be the translator between chat and me, because we have to end the stream.
Sure.
Can you summarize once more? It sounds like you think I should do this work in very plain language of my own, like almost without organizing the language, to just write it down like you are doing here in front of our eyes. Or
I think that the way that will be most manageable for you probably is if you are working on the Vibraphone right now. If you're working on one bigger problem in the machine, and you're trying to answer a question like, should the parts move? Should you use like 2 channels per note if you want a repeated note functionality, etc.
Yep.
Then you want to divide that problem until eventually you're at the stage where you are working on just a way to hold a Vibraphone plate. And either you want to then look at possible solutions yourself, or even if you have that whole branch laid out and you know exactly what question you're asking, namely, how do I hold a plate? Then you can ask, then you can even ask like the audience for ideas and prototypes, right? But I think you want to, if you say tomorrow you're going to work on making the plates move, then after that you want to say, okay, how can I make them move? If I can make them move, how do I hold them? And just, I mean, it's pretty much like you wrote down, just go down to the atomic problems and solve those. It's just the difficult part is going to be to kind of run it up the tree every time and actually ask yourself, what are you trying to solve here?
So this is perfect, Jasper. I really learned so much from you today, and I think go back up and down the tree
like a squirrel.
Is it okay then to not do like categories and blah 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 fancy? I just in text, like when I start a working day, I just start like, okay, so I feel like doing this now, or I'm gonna start like I'm making a branch for that day basically, and then we later can start organizing all that into requirements.
I think it's fine to do it that way if it works for you. The reason that you would have it all written out already is that when you're defining a branch, the way that you say you would like to do, you will need to consult with the with the other requirements.
Yes.
If you're working on Well, you say like the space claim for the moving plates. How much space do you have?
And we don't have much time left. That's what we don't have here. We need to wrap up, guys.
So
Yeah,
this was
I think
fantastic.
that's about it.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming back on, Jasper. It's really I felt like more optimistic in the beginning of our first stream, and then now like it's hard to handle like the feedback from chat, because I kind of know that they're right and I don't know how to like implement it right away. But we're trying to lift the bar. Probably we did some more reps than only one now, and so thanks so much, Jasper. And actually the reason we're cutting the stream short is that I have a call with a design requirement teacher in 5 minutes. We're gonna have 30 minutes in private to talk design requirements. So
Do you have your keyboard hooked up, Martin?
Sorry?
Do you have your keyboard hooked up so you can play some
play the
music for
outro.
us?
Yeah, Jasper, do you have a favorite song you want to request?
Maybe you can play some of the video you just showed, actually.
Amelie.
L'Amélie.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just turn the camera, Hannes. You outro meanwhile. Thank you, Jasper Brookman from Wintergatan at Twitch TV.
Okay, so you're gonna play. Okay, we won't see you then.
I'll change the camera so
You changed the camera. Okay, while he's setting that up, I just also want to thank all the backers. We got 19 new backers the last week. That is so awesome. We can't thank you guys enough. We now have a total of 1,208 backers that are supporting us on this marvelous adventure. And today, chat was ecstatic at the end. Jasper really coming in with the goods. They really enjoyed having Jasper here. And I think we learned a lot. Martin learned a lot. It takes a while. The stubbornness, it's because this means a whole lot to Martin, you know. So
I
he's
lost
getting
sound
there.
on Hannes if I'm acting weird. Now I think I can hear you through the speaker.
Okay, good. So, Martin, please take it away. And we'll talk to you on the next live stream chat.